Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Bob here. So this is the entrance to Qeynos. And yeah, if this doesn't get you wanting to play Everquest, yeah, nothing will. It's, I guess, maybe some people look at it and think it looks very square. The textures are not great, but it's just the design, really. Wherever I go in the game, I always look at the architecture and stuff. It's very different depending on where you go, what city you go to. Each city has its own flavour. Even the two human ones, like Qeynos, is very different from Freeport, for example. But yeah, it's a beautiful sight, particularly as you can see in the background, like the sky. I'm not sure if the sun's coming up or going down, but anyway, yeah, particularly when it's dark, there's some great lighting on this section here. Obviously not real-time lighting, you look at it and probably think it doesn't reflect where the light really is, but I think it's more of an atmospheric immersion thing than anything else. So this is the newbie yard for Qeynos. This is going to be a fairly short video, just explaining a couple of things. It's really like for really new players. So if you're not interested in if you're not interested in it, just switch off, because this is only really going to be for new players. What I might do, I've had a little look at the deity thing again, and I'm considering carrying on with the guide. I'm considering because my plan was to move to Odus anyway, because I like the whole atmosphere. I like the whole lore between between Paynil and Eridin. I love the Paynil lore. Maybe I was kind of like before I started this guide, I was kind of thinking that maybe I should play a necromancer, just to do this as a class that I've never played before. But I kind of do have some plans for a necromancer in the future, so I'll probably kind of leave it for that. But what you might see in future videos from this series is I might swap over and play a. Hang on a sec. We've just spotted a thing with regards to part of beginners tips. Particularly if you're a pet class. Let me just go and kill this mob here. I'll finish what I was going to say in a second. So in the early levels, when you summon your pet, giving them a two-handed, giving them a weapon. This is that's that rusty halberd. That's awesome. Giving your pet, you can give your pet a weapon when you summon it. So I think we've probably killed him as well, because it's part of the guide. Oh, Bob. Things are always asked about face in my videos, so yeah. What can I say? A crack staff. That you know what? That couldn't have fell better for me. So let's do the newbie bits first, and then we'll go from there, because we've just had two ideal situations there to reflect this part of the guide. First of all, if you're a new player and you fire through level 1, and then you find that the mobs you were killing that were giving you 5-6% XP are now giving you 1% XP, don't be disheartened. Particularly as like a pet class, if you're not twinks, getting to level 4 can be really annoying. Where you get another pet, and then kind of when you get to, it's always a thing where just before a new pet level, you've just kind of found things harder and harder. I'm not sure if that's the case so much now as it used to be, because I think that we just know our leveling spots, and we almost know what's going to happen before we get there. So yeah, I guess that sense of mystery is not there as much as it was before. But don't be put off by the fact that from level 2 your experience suddenly becomes really hard. It just slows down a lot. Just keep plugging away. I mean, what you'll find, with the Zem changes, it's actually quite different, I'm noticing. Corvid here was in Qeynos Hills killing stuff at the zone line, just bears and stuff. And I killed like an even con bear, and I got like 6-7% XP, which was mental. I've never seen that before in Qeynos Hills. I'm a human, and I'm a human enchanter, so I don't have an XP penalty. But I was really surprised. I think the Zems have really helped with regards to low level leveling if that makes sense. So yeah, so don't be put off, because that's just the way the game works. As you progress in levels, you'll find that if you're soloing, you'll find, you know, you may get 2, maybe 3%, maybe a bit more for a kill if you're in a dungeon. If you're in a crazy Zen one, you know, if you're at the hole in your 50s, where you'll be killing 2, 3, 4 mobs to get a tick. You know, you might only be killing a couple. So yeah, so don't be put off by that. That's generally how it works. You know, level 1 is weird the way they spread the XP out over the levels, and I guess that's partly why you got the hell levels. It was a bit of a mess, but don't be put off by the fact that after level 1 your experience per mob really goes down. Although saying that, looking at it now, it appears as though the Zems have improved that, so maybe you'll get a bit more. But it does go down, but don't be put off by that. That's just normal. You know, when you get into your 20s, 30s, 40s, you know, you're going to find that you're getting, depending where you are, you're getting 1 or 2% per kill. That's just how it works. So yeah, those two things that just happened. If you're, I'm not sure if I've got one. Let's do a little experiment. I'll bring up Julie's animation. Okay, so Julie, that's level 4. So Zebabab is a level 4 mob, and I'll just show you an example of just a little tip. Your pets could be summoned at different levels. They also do like a maximum damage based on their level. My feeling here is that Zebabab, he is level 4, so he's the lowest level. He's the lowest level pet, I think, for this level. I did have a level 5 one yesterday. I would say 10 is probably Zebabab's max hit. And again, I'll stick with the beetles because they're the mobs that have got the most hit points in the zone. This is the newbie, known as the newbie yard in Qeynos. This is where you'll start off. You can get to level 4 very easily here, just killing beetles. I might show you if I plan. I think I do plan on moving over to Eridin. If I do, I'll show you the newbie area there. That is wow. So Zebabab, level 4 pet. It seems as though his maximum hit is his maximum hit is 10. So I don't want to. I'm going to keep this one. I don't want to waste that because Rusty Halberd, yeah, that's going to do a lot of damage. But what have I got here? I've got okay, Rusty. So if I give him this, what we should find, I think he's got that. So what we should find is that his damage will now go up. To normally the damage is double the weapon. Normally it's double or Prince Klinknik. Oh, it doesn't matter. Damage, yeah. So his maximum damage is now 12. So as you can see, I've just by giving him a rusty weapon, I've increased his DPS. This only works at the early levels. You'll soon find that the damage of your pet will. Yeah, giving him a weapon doesn't really make any difference. But for these early levels, it really does. Like at level 1, if you've got if you pick up a rusty halberd, like if you give it to him, like your level 1 pet is doing 20 odd damage. So that is, that is a thing. That is a tip to do if you're an early level pet class. It probably means that he will out damage you, and if he does 51% of the damage. I think you only get half the XP that you normally would. But to be quite honest with you, like when I was here yesterday, you just keep chain pulling fire beetles basically, and rather than trying to kill them on your own and having to sit down to regenerate your health and stuff, just let your pet mow through them. Just pull. I was just pulling with a really low level. I was pulling with shallow breath basically, my level 1 damage skill. So that is a good idea if you're a pet class. You can turn your low level pets into DPS beasts, and you really find it does help. Like I had a halberd and I gave it to my pet in Qeynos Hills, yeah, and I was killing like even con and yellow mobs, like bears and stuff, no problem. When I say con, I mean like the level of the mob. Everything can be conned or considered. This Qeynos worker, when you consider, you get a message. Glowers is, if that was an NPC, they wouldn't talk to me, but they wouldn't attack me. They're kind of borderline. But the colour is more important for mobs. It just tells you how tough they are. The bat there is a green mob, so it's generally you won't get an XP for that because it's too far below your level. The Qeynos worker is level 2, and I'm level 5 at the moment. So I think probably when I go to level 6, the beetles here will change to green, and there's no point. Oh, he did 13 damage there. So I think generally the way it works is it's double the weapon damage, maybe plus any sort of bonus that he's got for damage skills. It just allows you early on to kill. Well, as I said, I was killing like yellow bears and getting like huge ticks every one. I got from level 4 to level 5 really quickly. And the other thing as well, like this is for any newbie area, is if you look here, kill the humanoids, whatever they may be, whether they're orcs, skeletons, gnolls, goblins, whatever they may be, kill those, because they've all got a chance to drop cloth armour in a newbie zone, and they will also have weapons, so you will know that they've got a weapon because they're carrying it, essentially like that gnoll was carrying the axe. You also get bags as well, so like some of these bags I got dropped from skeletons mainly. So yeah, from a newbie point of view, if you're a pet class, you want to be looking for weapons for your pets early on that have got just a higher damage rating than what your pet is currently putting out. And in the newbie yard, always, what I was doing in between fighting beetles, I would go around and clear all the skeletons and the gnolls, then go back to the beetles, and then do the humanoid mobs again. Because humanoid mobs will drop weapons you can sell for gold. They'll drop armour that you can wear, irrespective of what class you are. It's all cloth, I think. So yeah, everyone will be able to wear it early on, and then you can sell it later for gold for spells and stuff. I mean, it's the one to look out for is if you see a mob carrying probably in this bag, won't it? No, did I pick it up? Yeah. If you see a mob carrying a cracked staff, if you see a mob carrying a staff, kill it. Because if it's a cracked staff, that's 1 plat. So I'll go and sell that for 1 plat. Because that is it's getting a bit dark. So let's move over to the to this section here. I'm out of food and drink. Wow, I didn't realise that. I have to go and do some more. Yeah, let's have another little shot of the Qeynos entrance at night, and the torches shining. Total immersion. There we go. Let's get the. Can I get the? Oops, no, hang on. That's the wrong button. There we go. Yeah. So, if you're a newbie, or not, whatever you are, if you're coming back or you're a new player, make sure you kill the humanoid mobs in your starter area, because they will drop weapons and some cloth armor. And yeah, remember the thing about the pets. If you get a nice big chunky 2-handed weapon, give it to your pet, and they will dish out the DPS. I'm not quite sure what else I have to add. I think if you as I said, I might continue this guide as an erudite over on Odus, because that's where I was going to go early doors to do some stuff that I've never done before, because I wanted to get some footage of stuff that I've never done before. A couple of things I did find out is that I think as I said before, the deity stuff, apart from flavour, which is good, that's partly what it's all about, role playing and immersion. But I was kind of hoping for some more quests, like maybe a few Burtox based quests and stuff. There didn't seem to be too much. It was weird because down in the Burtox Guild, you've got the caster trainers. So like my Enchanter trainer is down there, but my spells I have to buy in the Caster Guild in actual Qeynos. So unless you're a necromancer or a shadow knight or a cleric, actually, the Bertox Guild is not as filled out as you might hope. Although it's still awesome. But I think that maybe in the future a character called Morvid might be a Bertox necromancer, and there may be a bit more of a flavour. But that's it for now. That's just a few more tips to get your beginners going. You know, I'm not sure if this is helping, but people seem to have liked the first one, and I'm enjoying doing it. And what I plan to do with my character is to go around talking to NPCs, particularly my guild NPCs, and doing some quests and stuff, which I'll be recording as I go through the guide. I'm not sure. As you know, like, my videos are generally very much click and then talk. I've never really done. I've always wanted to do kind of like lore-based ones that tell you about. I really don't like. I'm not a fan of watching videos where you kind of get like cameras swooping along an area and someone's talking about. Is that right? No, because I do watch those videos and I do enjoy them. I'm not quite sure what I'm trying to say, but the erudite Odus v Paynil thing is quite interesting, and I think that lore kind of extends down into the Whole as well, and the Warrens. So that whole continent, I think, is like a rich vein of lore, and so I might try and find a way of doing lore videos based on that continent at some point, but try and do them in the way that I kind of do videos anyway. I'm not sure. I think I probably need to try and write some stuff down and do scripts and things and whatnot. But yeah, and it's not that I don't want to do it, but I kind of want to do it in a way that I kind of the videos that I enjoy watching and that I enjoy producing. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But anyway, just another quick little update. I hope there's some tips in here that help. As I said, if you've got any things you think I'm missing, let me know and I will cover them in a future video. Thanks for watching.